Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my top 10 best evening gown preliminary performances for Miss Universe Philippines 2021. So the preliminaries was held last night and that was an amazing event and I truly enjoyed the Swimsuit and Evening Gown, and I'm glad that they showcased the newly constructed, not newly constructed, but renovated airport, the Clark Airport. I mean, that was super beautiful. But anyway, let's go back to the pageant. If you're watching this, I am assuming that you've also watched my top 10 best swimsuit preliminaries. If not, then it's already available on my YouTube channel as well. Now for the evening gown, as what I have said before, it's not just about, I love great choices of gown, but everything is not just about the gown. It's how you carry yourself, the performance, and the personality when you're on stage. That's what truly matters. Because there were actually a lot of contestants who got amazing gown, but I mean, when it comes to performance, it just didn't go together. So anyway, here are my top 10 best evening gown performances. Starting with my number 10, Antique. Noeline Rose Campos. She is quite underrated, but I feel like her evening gown performance was better than majority. It was a solid and flawless performance, and her turn, together with her execution holding the bottom part of the dress and the train, that execution deserves an applause. Not only that it was beautiful to watch, but she did that move flawlessly. My number 9, Pangasinan. Maureen Robowitz. I am not sure if it's just me or there was some wobbly situation after her turn. I mean, did you notice that as well? I mean, I actually love the gown, especially with how it looked, the color. The only thing that I didn't like is that it looked a little bit stiff, which kind of prevented her movement as well in a way, which also doesn't give me the movement that I was expecting to see. What truly elevated this performance though was Maureen, because she showed that this performance is about her confidence, personality, and beauty. And that's what truly matters the most. So I'm so glad to see that in her performance. My number 8 is Albay. Janela Joy Cuaton. Her face definitely says it all. Loved how regal she looked. I am also liking her choice of gown very much because it helped highlight her figure, and we can still see how good her walk was in her gown. Although, I would love it if she gave us some highlights in her execution. I mean, it was really good, but not to the wow level yet, and that's what I'm looking for. But then again, overall, it was great. That's why she's here in the top 10. Number 7, Laguna. Laren May Bautista. One good thing about Laren is that she didn't need to overdo the movements, whether her walk or the swaying of her body, because her aura alone just captures you right away. She's got those piercing stares that get you hooked, and she's got magnetizing presence into her. I love her performance in that round, and I think her gown choice was also on point. My number 6, Masbate. Kirsten Daniel Delavin. She is screaming queen of Arendelle realness. I mean, I love her walk. It was classy, and she knows how to utilize her sweet aura into her advantage. And can we also talk about the beautiful details of the gown, especially on the left arm? I mean, I loved it. It looked like it was embedded on her skin. Beautifully made gown. My number 5, Cebu City. Beatriz Luigi Gomez. She wore such a beautiful red gown. It perfectly emphasized her figure, and again, it was her energy, fierce look, and blazing stare and aura that made her stand out. My number 4, Romblon. Jane Nicole Mignano. There's definitely that moment where someone just picked the right dress, the right hairstyle, and everything else perfectly went well together. And when I watched Romblon, it was definitely that moment when she came out. I mean, her dress was just super beautiful and it looked like it was perfectly made for her. Her pose when she was in the center of the runway was wow. That was super picturesque moment right there. My number 3, Taguig. Katrina Di Maranan. I am 50-50 when it comes to the choice of gown. I mean, I love the unique details. I love the dangling silver thingy on the one side of the dress. But I don't want this to be her finale gown because I don't think that would be a winning gown. And I feel like she is saving the best gown in the finals, which I am really hoping would happen. We have seen that same strategy with even Miss Universe winners before. Having said that, her performance just goes to show that this woman can stand out whatever she's wearing. She was confident, she was fierce, and she carried that dress superbly, and she looked phenomenal as always. My number 2, Cebu Province. Steffi Aberasturi. I am loving the overall simplicity of her look, from the hairstyle to the gown choice. I mean, we are seeing so many gems and all the overflowing details when it comes to the gown. And I'm glad that she took a different route and wearing something that looks simple, because it's definitely a breath of fresh air. And I believe it was an excellent choice to do because she clearly stood out. I love her dramatic turn and poses, loved her walk, and that was really a beautiful, beautiful moment to watch. And overall, excellent performance, excellent execution, top-notch performance for sure. But my choice for the best evening gown performance goes to number 1, Manila. Isabella Jasmine Umali. She just screamed goddess during the evening gown round. I love the choice of the color for her gown. I love the details of the gown, and most importantly, she knows how to work it. Based on her facial expressions, especially in the close-up, you know that she came to dominate this round. The thing about gown with so many playful details is that it really requires a sophisticated, a talented woman to really execute it very, very well. And I believe that Jasmine was able to do that. She utilized all the details of the gown. She was able to play along with the gown. And that made her, as what I've said earlier, look like a goddess. Walking on that, I mean, was that a runway? But walking on that, let's just call it a runway. Although it doesn't really look like a runway. But she just looked like a goddess walking on our midst as we watch her perform. And it's super, super beautiful. And that truly staked into me and made me realize, my gosh, maybe, just maybe, she could be a potential top 5. So that's it. Here are my top 10 evening gown favorites during the preliminaries. Who were your favorites? Did I miss out some good ones in your opinion? So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.